Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Play Slay the Spire, standard ironclad. I realized, by the way, I was incorrect. I don't have an ironclad and a silent win. I have 2 silent wins. And I was talking with Austin, hold on, let me think here. Slow is fast. Slow is fast. Out of all of these, I mean, I'll go through them one by one, but I just want to take a look here real quick. So we have this elite. Oh, it's going to be an aggressive path if we want to do that, but the question marks after might do a lot of good. Random colorless uncommon, probably light good. Random common relic, possibly medium good, possibly nearly useless. 8 max HP, 2 random colorless cards. Now you got me thinking, because this is like just funny. You know, it's a roll of the dice. I like a roll of the dice. Colorless cards oftentimes tend to be 0 cost. If they're not 0 cost, they could be, you know, Apotheosis, Discovery. They could be really bad for me, like the Bomb. I don't use that really that much, but anyway, this one I almost never take as the Ironclad because our starting relic's too good. Let's try this. Of course, we got the Bomb. Maybe it's not that bad. I mean, it's 30 damage in 3 turns to all enemies. It's just not useful on the turn in which it's played. What happens when it gets upgraded? 40. I thought maybe it would cost 1. If we can get a Madness and cheap that out, I'd be a happy man. Dramatic Entrance, I actually think is kind of bad. But nothing really to be overly concerned with right off the bat. Why do I think Dramatic Entrance is bad? Well, I think we just kill this guy. Dramatic Entrance, I think, is great early on, and especially like on the first floor, if you can find multiple enemies that are weak, you're going to be a very happy man. You know what? Give me a True Grit here. Like that fight against all the gremlins. That'll be a positive situation for Dramatic Entrance. But later in the game, especially if you're still only drawing 5 cards on your first turn, I think you're going to be reasonably unhappy with it. You know, it's 6 damage for 0 energy, but later in the game, who cares, you know? You should be doing better by that point, I guess is what I'm getting at. For now, early on, we got nothing to sweat really too much. Clash, we have to build around. We're not going to do it. I kind of want to build a block deck, actually, like that Juggernaut deck we had going on maybe like a week ago. That was the ticket. I just need block, I feel, because it makes the final boss that much more palatable. But anyway, we're just trying to stay cool just for the start of this here. Dramatic Entrance is an easy one. I think we'll just do this. So I would say that we probably got... ripped off's not the word that I would use maybe, but we didn't choose the right blessing right off the bat. Carnage, good damage. This is our first real choice, I think, for a while here. Let me caffeinate a little. Just ramping up, getting in the groove. Carnage, the one thing I will say is I think it makes our overall deck much more expensive. 3 2-cost cards out of 14. Oftentimes we will end up drawing too much energy to play, which is already happening. I mean, I guess with 5 cards and 3 energy, you're always going to draw too much energy to play right now, but... Wild Strike is a great card if we could for sure get rid of our wounds. So we need either the First Aid Kit or whatever the heck it's called, because I almost never buy it, or really lucky True Grit placement. And Reaper is what I'm going to take, to spoil it for you. But just strikes me as almost, you know, the same way, and I'm not the master of playing as the defect. I think that's abundantly clear. But... as the defect, I'm always like, if you get a self-repair, you play it. We're 7, no, we're 5 down. Hold on. And we're going to get a... Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm just trying to figure out if we're going to be okay with taking damage or if we'd rather kind of nip it in the bud right here. I'm going to bash you, and then we're going to hope for the best on the next turn. But what I was going to say is, I really feel like Reaper is almost like an automatic add. I feel like even without strength gain, it totally fits. So, Evolve I understand the idea behind this, which would be using Evolve in conjunction with something like a Wild Strike. And then we're going to draw through a Wild Strike, or sorry, the wounds whenever we get them. Really useful, depending on who our boss is. He puts a lot of slimes in our hand. I mean, he's on the cover of the art, so... But I think I'm going to go True Grit. I know it seems a little conservative early. Remove, transform, upgrade. We will start with... I mean, to be honest, I kind of want to start with a remove on the bomb, but I think if we build enough blocks and get energy, we can probably make it work. So let's start with an upgrade, and Reaper's a good choice, I think, but let's get our True Grit set up first. Get a recall going here. See, I mean, like I said, early on, there's really nothing to be super displeased with. Just gonna get rid of a basic defend, get through our deck a little bit faster. Everything's still going okay. We're about to get hit like crazy, but in 2 turns, this guy's gonna have some problems as well. Well, I hate this. There's really no reason... No, there is a reason. Maybe we can kill him before we even get through the bomb here. 8 damage. Let's Reaper. And then the bomb's about to go off, I think. So we'll True Grit. Beautiful. Red Skull will give us a little strength early. Cleave, Armaments, Clothesline. I still love the idea of an early Armaments upgrade. I know we're being a little bit, people might say, overly cautious right here. I think that this is wise to build a block deck like this. For now. And it's not really a block deck, it's just a deck that has a few blocks in it, but... This one's tough for me. I'm going to take Sapphire Key, but I do like Vyra. I understand in the quote-unquote power rankings, the eggheads over at Slay the Spire Studios, they think it's not exactly a top card. I'm just going to disagree for the time being. I really want to get this bash out here. One more attack, I probably would have done it. How about, and now, like, instead of the bash, why wouldn't we play, like, the bomb instead? Okay, now I'm starting to understand something about this. Obviously, we want to pop on him this turn. I kind of hate it, but I think this might still be our best turn for this situation. He gets 8 block every turn. No, he only gets 8 block every turn in this situation. Sorry, before he's popped. Why is he a super elite then? 132, or sorry, 139 HP? That might be the difference maker there. So this is going to be, like, extremely painful. I think we're going to hit him. Wow, that's a bad turn. Okay. We might actually die here. I mean, it's a pretty obvious play. Unless we can kill him. Can we do 27 damage? 966. We can do 21. I think we want to do this. This, don't... Okay, thank you. I really appreciate that. We only need to hit him for 19 next turn, but we're still unlikely to do that. What are we drawing next turn? Strike, strike, True Grit. The thing is, like, I want to stay alive, so we're going to just do that. And we get basically 2 turns to crush him. And we're going to get him. But that was not as easy as I would have liked. Paper Frog, very nice if we end up with more vulnerability. We finally got all 3 of our, triumvirate completed here. But, dude, I am freaking out. I don't think it's worth bringing a Dramatic Entrance back, but it is worth bringing a Reaper back at some point. Havoc, Anger, let's take Exhume for now. Now we got these 4 question marks. I'm really hoping for the best here. You can take my 24 gold. That doesn't bother me. I just literally cannot go for this. It will leave me high and dry. I'll try this. I am a fool. I think I'm gonna pop the strength potion. I should have done it earlier, obviously, but this will be a real test. Next turn. Let's be realistic. I think we have to block as much incoming damage as possible. We gotta strike a balance here. He's gonna be at 39 HP. Are we likely to get where we need to go in 2 turns? I think it's actually plausible. We only need to hit him for technically like 7 next turn. Yeah, we got him. Alright, so life's still going on here. Strawberry's sort of helpful. None of these really work. Sword, boomerang, if we get more strength consistently, sure. But hilarious. It's just really, really funny how every single one of these question marks was actually potentially bad, although we did get a relic from the last one. I hate it, of course, but here we are. I'm gonna get a little dicey. I feel like this run is a little bit... We haven't had a cursed start for quite some time. This start feels moderately cursed. So I'm kind of just leaning all in. You know, I'm saying if the game wants to make things this tough on me, or maybe I'm doing it to myself, I don't know, then so be it. Let's lean into it, and if we survive, we survive. I just want to see what happens if we get rid of that parasite. So it doesn't cost us anything right there. It only costs us if we remove it from our deck completely. Probably we're not going to exhume it, because that's idiotic. What I'm hoping is that we're able to get a bash here. I don't know if bash will actually work with the extra damage, but he's definitely rolling over here, so we might as well hit him. And really what we want to do now is play the bomb. You're doing 16 damage. That's painful, but, you know, right off the bat there, that's a pretty good heal. True Grid's doing a great job of keeping our deck relatively consistent. We only have 1 slimed in there, is what I'm deriving here. 3 block is nothing, dude. Let's try to get this guy split. Or at least get them... Oh, they're all killed with the bomb anyway. We just need to make sure that we can not be killed ourselves. And, are we gonna get there? Yeah, we're not gonna die. We're not gonna die, but it's gonna be close. So they're all dead. I know this looks horrible, and I really have 0 confidence in this deck right now. But I also, I adhere to a very simple rule in my life. Hold on here. I think you have to go double tap. Again, to use with Reaper. But we need some, like, we need a unifying theme here. Certainly, I would say, dude, Evolve might have been a better choice and then get Mark of Pain, but why does that sound like a TBS original sitcom, like, starring Medea? Anyway, Cursed Key. We need the energy. We have too many 2-cost cards. We're going to have a lot of curses, but we also have spent, like, 0 gold, and we got our Holy Triumvirate completed. Here's my simple rule for winning my Teenage Slay the Spire run. Speaking of TBS original sitcoms, we're going to take this path right here. Wow, that's painful. This is actually very good. I think I might want them to hit me, as stupid as that sounds, but maybe let's not be an idiot. My rule is, as long as we have Reaper, I mean, we've got sustenance. We've got the ability to survive for a long time. So I'm not really sweating it at all. Hopefully, we'll reach a point at which, you know, we feel like we have a unifying theme for the deck. I don't have a theme for that deck as of the present moment. I think we should True Grit this. We got 10 damage coming in. Normally I probably wouldn't do this. I'd save it for a Reaper, but just to make sure we don't exhaust it accidentally. We should have hit the other enemy, because this guy was dying for sure regardless, but, I mean, this guy's also dead, so what do we care? I mean, I don't know, is the bomb an attack? It's a skill. I was thinking, like, a double tap on that would be good. You know what? It burst, but that's not an Ironclad card, you idiot. Okay, we gotta be very careful. I think this floor is gonna determine a lot for us. Pommel Strike, Rage, Perfected Strike. Obviously, we're not going to go Perfected this late. Pommel, I don't think we can justify. Rage, we're not really playing that many attacks, even though I do want it to be a block-focused deck, and Rage would help there. I don't think we have the... I don't think we have the tools for it yet. And the last fight, we should remember, was so easy because we had Caltrops. Were it not for Caltrops, we'd be a little bit less excited. I'm gonna bring back Dramatic. The whole reason for it is just that I want to punch through that armor ASAP. Again, Reaper is what I want to see most of the time. You have more energy, you fool! That's 4 energy coming back to bite me in the butt. So we do want to play the bomb again. Didn't really matter what we played there. This guy's basically dead. But basically dead is not actually dead. Yeah, we need to hit him for like another 12. Now I'm looking at this and I'm going, you know, like the bomb is kind of working. If we could headbutt it and just get it around as quickly as possible, maybe we'd be happy. Carnage, it's really good. Sort of. So is Disarm. This is tough. I feel like we're in a cursed deck situation, even though it doesn't look that bad right now. I think we'll go Disarm. It's a little cheaper. Receive 5 Apparition, lose 50% of your max HP. I'm gonna refuse just because I'm scared right now. I don't really know where we're at. So I'm just gonna stay consistent. I'm gonna grab a colorless card. Discovery's good, and it basically cost us 7 HP because we had to pay 7 to leave anyway. Can I just say, for the record, we've gotten very lucky. We've been able to remove that Parasite from our deck with True Grit very consistently so far. It's quite helpful. Every card costs the same, except we got a cheaper defend. That's a dream come true. We might as well Reaper you. The whole point there is that it allows us to get the Exhume to work for us better in the future. I think here you maybe just go straight into a double tap bash. I know the bomb also helpful just in raw damage dealt, no question about it. So we're gonna definitely grab you there. Discovery. Fiendfire would just exhaust itself. What's our last card? I'm just trying to see if we have an Exhume, we might be able to just kill you here, especially with the vulnerability. But I'm gonna go, and I actually think this is a smarter move, even though it might not look like it yet. I went Spot Weakness, thinking that if we draw Exhume, which we did, but it's a little pricey, we might be able to pull a Reaper out of this. Is it gonna cost 2? I don't know. I don't know. Whatever, we got him killed. That didn't go so badly. I do think we want a Headbutt. Headbutt brings back the bomb. It brings back an Exhume to get around to a Reaper faster. Could bring back a Discovery, which I actually think might be our next upgrade target. Being able to grab whatever you want is very strong. Well, whatever you want out of 3 cards, at least. So are we going to go Elite Path? No. Because I really, really want to hit a shop. We know we're going to dramatic. We might as well Reaper on top of that. It's a good heal, even though we are going to get hit for freaking 20 damage. I think that was a smart play. Reasonably smart, at least. So you could exhume into Reaper again, and I think that that's not actually a bad play at all. And then we'll True Grit, and it doesn't really matter which of these 3 cards gets taken. All of this has just been to sustain us so far. Get rid of the strike, please. I have no, and I'm being very clear about this, just because I don't want you to think that I'm doing this run, and in my head I'm like, oh, we got an easy win. This is the latest I've been in a run, maybe in the past 4 or 5 days. Hold on, just let me think for a second. I actually think that uppercut is just incredible here. So what if we uppercut, headbutt, bring back discovery because it keeps things cheap. And then this is about to go off right now, so I think we'll actually just play another one to make sure you get killed later. Beautiful. I'm under no uncertain terms. You know, I think that this is a very strange run that may or may not get there. What I was going to say is I think it's the furthest we've been in a long time without having a unifying theme. And now I have to make a decision. Is 2 Reapers too many? I think maybe with all these exhumes. Is Feel No Pain relevant? I think it could be. I'm willing to take a bit of a stand on it. Just in the hopes of getting to something. Of course, why wouldn't you feel no pain first? Just in the hopes of getting to something that maybe gives us some hope for the future. I think we know what we're playing here. We're actually sustaining ourselves pretty well, I think. And we gotta be cool here. Because you know that this guy's probably gonna die by the time the bomb comes around. So do you need to bring the bomb back? I don't think so. Maybe you bring back double tap and hope to sneak in a half-decent Reaper there. Doesn't really matter what we do for the rest of this turn. It's pretty strong. Like a double tap immolate. You know what? I'm just going to be honest. It's not as strong as I thought it was. We're only taking 4 extra... Oh, no. We're taking no extra damage here. Okay. I don't think any of these really fit. Pain. Pain is probably the worst curse, I think. So we're going to remove that immediately. We still want to remove Parasite, we just can't do it yet. Okay. Whenever you play a power, attack, and skill in the same turn, remove all of your debuffs. We have 1 power, so there's a chance this will work on occasion. But I'm not super convinced. I do like the idea of Body Slam, but not that much. If we can get Deep Breath upgraded, it's basically like draw 1 card for free. That doesn't seem that good, though. Not to be, like, petty, but... I'm just comparing it to, like, Escape Plan, which is basically... I mean, I get that it's draw 2 cards, and you shuffle your discard pile in as well. Maybe that's worth more than I'm giving it credit for. But I'm like, dude, Escape Plan is... replace itself and also maybe get 3 to 5 block, depending on whether or not it's upgraded. But anyway... I mean, I feel like we got to do something here. I'm going to be a little reckless. I'm going to take Frozen Egg and hope that we get more block-related power-ups. What a terrible starting hand. I think Intimidate is about as good as it's going to get here. $18 damage. Okay. So we have to play this. I would rather exhume Dramatic because we're going to get the block out of this anyway. We're going to headbutt and... Jeez, Louise, dude. Bring back a defend. And then I guess True Grit a strike for the extra block. Life is pain right now. You know, there's a lot of problems with this run. A big one right now is we have, like, actually no sustain whatsoever. I want to disarm. I think we got to play the bomb. And we've already exhumed, haven't we? Not my finest moment. Yeah. I'm going to disarm, defend. I think it's actually going to be worth it for us. But this is a problem, without a doubt. Definitely we're going to bash. Get rid of this. I think, thankfully, Feel No Pain let us make up the difference in block there. We're about to do 30 extra damage to you. And if we could add in... Hey, I don't really want to exhaust our other cards. So, 6 damage, 2 extra damage for each card with Strike. This has got to be more than Headbutt. And Headbutt's not bringing anything back yet. So let's take that Perfected Strike. We'll double tap it. Good damage. Just enough block. We're staying ahead of this guy, but... Oh my god, he's gonna live. We're staying ahead of this guy, but not by much. Nunchuck. I did like a wince in real life. I think it's potentially good, but maybe not that strong. I think I will take, a free Infernal Blade that exhausts itself. It seems like an interesting choice to me. And, I do see the value of Limit Break. But we're not getting strength out of anything yet. So, I actually, and I know you're like, well, what about Feel No Pain? Okay, yeah, you're speaking my language a little bit. I actually think that's exactly the right choice. I know we have 2 of them now. I think that's okay. And I'm gonna go fight this other elite. Just because I'm very much at a simple point in my life right now, where I look at this run. Hold on. 14, 27 damage. You know what? Why not? I look at this run, and I say to myself, if we're not going to be able to beat the elites, we're not going to be able to beat the run in general. Wow, this is horrible. So we might as well... You're only doing 19 damage. Still, I'd like to exhaust it, actually. So I'd like to at least give ourselves the chance, I guess. Wow, it's just horrendous. There's no point in even exhuming except to gain 3 blocks. So go ahead and hit me for, like, 30 almost. Really would have liked to have drawn the bomb earlier. That's okay. You're doing exactly 32 damage. We have to double tap Reaper to survive. We didn't just survive, we're actually at a nice amount of HP right now. And we'll just throw another 7 block in on top. And now we're back in the danger zone. But we do have an Exhume coming later. So let's start with Feel No Pain's a big one here. We got Carnage. We can play everything. So I think you want to do it like this. Like this. Alright. We're actually going to be fine. But I have no confidence whatsoever that we're going to be good against the boss here. It's okay, taking 2 damage, but these guys are functionally dead if we just live till the bomb comes back around. Well, as long as we play True Grit. And this is 26 damage. Yeah, as long as we play True Grit, these guys are done. I don't know. I'm into that dangerous zone right now where I actually am looking at this and I'm going like, maybe we are totally fine. It's only going to do 30 damage. So actually, I mean, we're going to need to do some more damage after this. But have we played Exhume? We didn't. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. Not necessarily great on HP, but Mummified Hand. Okay, our power synergy is getting something going on here. It's not there yet. It's not even close, but it's a dangerous time in my life because your boy is starting to believe. So we want to headbutt double tap back into existence. Thank you. And we'll just hit you, and you are the strongest. Well, you're both equally strong, but you get the idea. All right. Discovery, something that hits multiple enemies. No. Okay, well, we'll still double tap Perfected Strike, which will do quite a lot of damage, actually. Am I insane, or is this starting to come together in the weirdest way I ever could have possibly considered? Great nunchuck usage. Just shooting for the moon here, and even if I miss, yada yada yada. We're only going to heal for 4 off of Reaper, even if we get it, but, you know. I just wanted to get in the habit of also using Mummified Hand first there. Look, we've got to start removing some strikes from this deck, dude, but I will take it. No, I'm not going to take an Iron Wave. It doesn't fit. I know it's good. I'm going to start smithing. I really think we have to. Like, this deck it has no upgraded cards, more or less. I don't really think we're going to live here, but I would love to. We have 6 energy. That's a little ridiculous. I mean, I'll bash you. I'll hit you with one of those. I think I'm going to True Grit. Let me do some quick maths. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have like 10 attacks. I'm going to True Grit a basic defend. I'm just trying to thin the deck meaningfully. Okay, this is good. Armaments early. Feel no pain. Makes headbutt free. We'll headbutt you. We'll bring armaments back. True Grit the Parasite. Taking no damage. Meaningfully thin deck. The bomb is a pretty important one here. Feel no pain is going to make something free again. Armaments. There's no real reason not to play Reaper early. It gives us the Exhume target, and we don't gain strength over the course of our fights. Very important, we're about to gain extra energy, not that we're going to need it. Carnage does 20 damage, so we'll just get that out there. I don't even think we should disarm yet. I'm going to do it to gain the block, but I should use it against him once we purge all his artifacts, I think. So we're about to get double tap back next turn as well. I don't think a cleave is necessary. I think we'd rather have brutality. It also has the added advantage of making something else free. So let's headbutt you, and that brings back double tap. And what came back on top here? It must be discovery, which is fine. Hold on. With this much HP, I think I'd rather Exhume Infernal Blade. Because we had the double tap active. I think that went okay. Alright, this is the danger zone now. We're about to take 51 damage. We'd like to kill this guy. Realistically, that's probably like the best we could do. So let's Discovery first and see what we get. I don't really want to exhaust these cards. I think I'm okay with a free Blood for Blood, which I'll upgrade real quick. Doesn't quite kill him. That's painful. We are about to take like 29 damage. Maybe not that bad, all things considered. And now, ideally, I would like to start getting like the bomb out there as much as possible. This is where we start to suck. We just don't have much in the way of blocks, really. Or we don't have much in the way of sustain, I guess. As this guy gets stronger, we stay roughly the same power, which is very dangerous. So we're going to double tap real quick, and I mean, that's decent damage for sure. And then a headbutt. We're just going to bring back basically the same combination for next turn. That's pretty powerful. And we did get to enough block. I'm starting to think we might cheese our way out of this one. So Dark Embrace has a synergy. Metallicize, 3 block is so unlikely to matter here. Iron Wave is also pretty good. But I do think we'll go Dark Embrace for the draw. We gotta survive this turn. 32 damage, we're surviving. We have to play the defend, I think. I think we're gonna have to go for 3 turns, so I will play the bomb. I think it's not gonna serve us poorly. This would be a great turn to... I mean, we could play the bomb again. I kind of would prefer not to. But if we don't play the bomb, what are we going to do? We're going to cleave, we're going to strike, and we're probably going to, like, true grit for draw. Maybe we just bomb and try to survive, and we'll still smack you. 57 damage. This is where, obviously, things are a little spotty. He's dead. He's dead. You don't even have to sweat it. Play Discovery. And then get an Exhume in there. I know that seems weird, but we're going to double tap Blood for Blood. Exhume. Carnage. He's done. Okay, dude, we have no chance right now of winning this game. How are we going to turn this around? I don't have a good answer for you. Limit Break, so good if we have any card that allows us to gain strength. Are we willing to take a chance on it? Roughly, maybe, I don't know, 60% through the game when you factor in the last floor? I think it's too late. More double taps, I think, is good. Bludgeon is the kind of damage we've been looking for, but double tap, it's a lot cheaper for the output we're going to get, in theory. We really don't want to add 3 curses right now. I don't really want to give enemies strength, so I guess I'm going to see if we can pivot this deck. It is going to be the thickest deck on planet Earth, but maybe it works. This is a weird one. Blood for Blood is very tempting. I think I'm willing... Dude, when you draw it early, though, this costs the same as Bludgeon. Let's skip it for now. We'll add as many Seeing Reds as we can, even though it's a little dangerous. I think we're going to take Fire Breathing just because we have Mummified Hand. And we'll take Inflame because we need some kind of strength gain. And then we'll skip that. Okay. So we have a 30-card deck. That makes me very uncomfortable. I want you to know I didn't intend for this to happen. Whereas Hoobastank said, I'm not a perfect person. I never meant to do those things to you. Probably could have Gambler's Brood there, but... Well, we can play everything. There's no point, really, in playing Reaper, except for damage. I'd rather get it later. At least we have some strength now. So, Fire Breathing, made double tap free. Discovery gets Intimidate Power through Uppercut. I think we'd rather Uppercut, even though we got a lot of damage about to come in here. And we'll we could double tap Uppercut, or we could Exhume Reaper, Uppercut, double tap Reaper. I think we want to make sure one of you is dying. So do 16 damage followed by 24 damage. And then Reaper would kill you and leave 10 damage on the field. We don't even have the ability to grab Reaper. I am a fool. That killed you and my math is very bad. Just such a spotty looking run right now. We're really gonna double tap strike. That's our end game. At least the bomb like gets these guys pretty good. All right, we're about to get Red Skull, and it's a great time to Exhume a Reaper if we get the chance. I don't think we're gonna need the chance necessarily. Well, we'd still like to, now that I think about it. Well, let's keep them all alive right now. We already exhumed. Yeah, you are a fool. You're a fool and an idiot. Let's not keep them all alive. Let's kill them instead. Well, we still have Red Skull. None of these, I mean, maybe flex, but I still don't really see it. I think I've built this deck incorrectly. And I know you're like, no kidding. Oh my god, mercifully. No. Mercifully, they gave us the chance to remove a basic strike for the first time. Considering it's free, we probably just want to go Heavy Blade. We can afford to do it because it's going to kill him, thankfully. Alright, how are we going to do this? We really need, I mean, we need, like, more blocks is the easy answer. I don't really want to play anything here. These guys are a little tricky. This is going to sound very needlessly like tooting my own horn. And it is. I'm going to put this in here, but I might not play it yet. We're taking 1 damage. Am I okay with that? I'm completely fine with that. You know what else I'm fine with? Making sure this guy dies next turn. Costs us 2 potions, but I'm more worried about our HP. Again, gonna sound like tooting my own horn, and I don't disagree. That's exactly what it is. But I kind of feel like, given the card selection we've gotten here, I think I've done okay for myself. Now, that's not to say we've gotten necessarily a bad card selection. More, I guess what I'm trying to suggest is just the idea... 14 block, we can hit him. It's just the idea that these are not the cards that I typically want to see. It doesn't mean they're bad. If anything, it means that I'm bad. I'm just trying to keep us going here. Dude, I think... Call me crazy. I think an upgraded True Grit is still totally fine. You are just a nightmare person. 16, 10. 10 is fine by me. I'm not going to hit you again. 36. That's a real problem. That's the... It's no good. Let's put it that way. 24. Still pretty bad. Goodbye, Exhume. I'm sorry to have to do it that way. Well, we have literally 1 attack. I will say the attack is quite good. But you know he's likely to be... I hate to do it. I had to hit end or I was about to talk myself into playing Bludgeon. And then, I'm not going to say getting killed, but probably being quite hurt. 27 damage, obviously horrible. I guess this is better. 27 damage. I don't really want to Fiend Fire this. I'd rather maybe just take the extra strength. Why not double tap? There's a good reason. Well, Red Skull's activated. This is a weird one because I'm like, well, if we play Reaper, we'll heal. But it's going to make him a lot worse. 18? It's not good. $32. Oh my god. 18. All right, you know what? All things considered, we're still trucking here. Really would like to hit you for as much as possible here. You know what? Maybe there's something to corruption here. You're doing 8 damage. I'm like, do I even want to hit you? We can afford to. Don't be a fool. Yeah, I knew it. Probably shouldn't have played that one. The True Grit was unnecessary. Alright, we lived. Easily. I'm adding a pummel because it exhausts. I don't necessarily think it's a good choice. I'm on emergency rations here, dude. Find some potions, absolutely. Don't even talk about the pinches and clamps and so on and so forth. Oh, baby, let's get some upgrades. I don't know what I would like to upgrade. Let's get True Grit. This is a cursed run. A 32-card deck is disastrous. Maw Bank is not what we need. You know, this is actually kind of nice. We could exhume. I don't think we should, though. What I've done is I brought Headbutt back, so basically in 4 turns we're going to have roughly 60 damage. This is a terrible turn, by the way. We're about to take just a way more damage than we'd like to this early. I feel like we cannot play Offering. But we kind of, you know, I'm wrong. We need to play Offering, as stupid as it looks, because it costs us 6 HP in order to get enough block to live. Now, that clearly did not happen, for the record. And I think we're not dead. We're going to live with 1 HP. 2 HP. So we need to get rid of Regret, of course. We're about to do 30 damage to you. There's no way I'm going to do 50 damage to you, even with a vulnerable double tap strike. So, 21 plus 2. We're dead. We're dead. It's fine. I'm mad at myself, but also simultaneously, it's not that surprising. For now, thanks for watching. We'll be back with the Silent next time, I think. If you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. Helps a great deal. Our cursed run can't get us down. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. And for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. See ya!